Good morning, good morning, good morning. I come to you once again to verify a lesson that I taught in Sunday school about 6 weeks ago, titled, Let's Not Get Hung Up on the Different Names of God. But first, I want to tell you that I'm not a theologian. I have no theology degrees, nor do I have a certificate in the intellect. But what I do have is the Holy Spirit, which we all have. So let's begin. Let's go to the mountaintop with Moses before we get into the name. God told Moses to go down in Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let his people go. So I can imagine the thoughts that went through Moses' mind. But he asked God, I said, who should I say sent me? And God told him, tell them I am that I am. When some translation it would say, I am who you say I am. But it always pointed to I am God. So when you look at the different names of God to different nations, different names of God to different sets of people, you'll come up with the Gentiles' name for God is Lord. The Jehovah Witness, the name for God is Jehovah. The name for the Jews and the Hebrew slave was Yahweh. But the Jews thought that the name Yahweh was too sacred for a Hebrew slave. So the Hebrews called him Adonai, which all translated to the Lord for the Gentiles. But the name that you want to get hung up on is found in Acts 4, chapter 12, verses 11 through 12. So I read both them verses and you get a full understanding of what the name is. This is the name that is given to our Savior, the name that is worthy to be on your mind at all times. And that name is Jesus Christ. Let's go to verse 11 where it says, Jesus is the stone that you builders reject, which has become the cornerstone. Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to mankind that no one else would refer to Jesus Christ. No name under heaven will refer to Jesus Christ, by which we must be saved. And that is the name for all of us to be hung up on. It's still good to know the different names of God, but the name to be hung up on is Jesus Christ. I went over this because I think some people left thinking that the only name we should be worried about is Jehovah. Jehovah is for the Gentiles. Those are the one that uses his name most often. We use Lord. The Gentiles use Lord. Jehovah Witnesses use Jehovah. So I want to thank you for this time. And now, let's have Sunday School by Brother Melvin Gaines.